Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode here of the Chicago Bears franchise here in Madden, as we're back here for some more action as we're in week number 12, and this is be a really good matchup here as we see a rematch between these two teams that we've seen back from week 1, and that is between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And this time we're in Detroit and we're going to come out here and see what we can do. And since that big win that we got off of them back in week 1, they're in Chi-Town, they're at Soldier Field. Lions have not been playing very well at all, and you would think with a team that had big upside on the free agency period, especially still in Khalil Mack from us, as we were trying to sign him and they swooped in there at the last minute signing him to a one-year deal, you would think they would have a pretty decent team building on from the success they had from last year, had a winning record. But this year, not so much, as going into after week 1, the Lions lost 6 straight. After that loss there, they were able to finally bounce back and win here recently. They got wins. Their only 2 wins they got so far here was back in week number 10 against the Chiefs, 17-14. But they would lose to the 49ers. Just last week there, and of course there you see they had an early win as well against I believe it was the week 9 against the Packers, and they won that one 31-18. So back-to-back weeks they won, but from weeks 1 to 9 it's been a tough time for them. They were trying to see if they can rebound here. Here you see the numbers right now. You're taking a look at your screen right now. The Jared Goff and them. This is back from week 1 when we defeated them. Of course, we had DeAndre Swift, who had a nice game there, 13 carries, 100 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. We did a great job there. Gibbs was kind of their key focal point of their offense in that game. But for the most part there, we did a great job shutting him down, only giving him 47 yards on the field. But he did get a receiving touchdown there, as he had 6 catches for 121 yards. So okay, we couldn't shut them on both sides, or we can't shut them down on both run and the pass, especially the pass. But we did shut him down for what he's really useful for, which is the running game. And we'll try to see if we can have that. So we're going to have a similar game plan here this week against them here in today's game. Now, as you see there, they lost to the Steelers, Ravens, Commanders, Browns, Cowboys, Vikings, and then they finally got a win, like I said, against the Packers, 31-28, and then and the next week against the Chiefs of all teams, 17-14. They're at home, they're at Ford Field, but then last week lost to the 49ers in another close game here, 35-33. So, and to be honest, if you look at some of the scores there, some of these losses could have been wins if they were just held onto the ball and did something right with a certain possession, or maybe early on in the game. But for the most part here, they come up short. And today we're going to try and make sure they do that again this week against us, as we've been just rolling like crazy here this season. Obviously, the guy that's been doing very well for himself is Williams. Caleb Williams having an awesome year here. So far, only thrown 1 interception, and that was back several weeks ago. Since that interception, he has not done so at all. And of course, he's been, obviously picking up a lot of touchdowns and really stepping up in the offensive general there in the passing game. And of course, also Johnson, who's been very helpful for us in the backfield there, making some nice stops again, making some nice runs, helping us out in the running game as well. He's had a couple of 100-yard games. Now, honestly, when that Swift injury happened, it's like, okay, what do we do? Who do we go next? Well, obviously we go to the next man up. Kind of cautious about how we're gonna have to change the running game a little bit there. But for the most part, Johnson and even Homer have really did a great job here, stepping up to the plate, helping out in the running game, and having some very successful and really good, meaningful rushes and games they've been involved in here this season. And we're hoping that will continue on, especially as we get closer and closer and get deeper into the regular season and eventually into the postseason. So we're going to have to try to defend this outside run here against Gibbs, just like we did, or Gibbs back in week 1. And to do that, we really have to make sure our defensive tackles are going to be, or edge rushers are actually really need to be out there jumping out there, get jump those snap counts, get there before the computer can, or before really the quarterback can really do anything to get the ball to Jibs. Now, if they happen to shut down the running game, then the other side of it, we got to shut down the passing game for Jibs, and of course they're known to do that. Obviously, back in week 1, they threw it to him 6 times for 121 yards and a touchdown. Almont Brown, of course, one of their biggest targets there, is going to be a huge player here for them. His 5th year now from USC. He has 5 touchdowns, 500 yards right now, 42 catches, which is kind of very low compared if you take a look at his numbers so far here. He doesn't look like he's going to make it to the 1,000-yard mark. And of course, Jared Goff has been also declining as well this season. And you see he is regressing here. And of course, that motivation that is -1 right now on really a lot of pretty much his important attributes here. He's got 2,340 yards there, 17 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. This has not been a good year at all. Their offense has been very, obviously they've been doing pretty well in the offense, moving the ball. Defensively, they've been good, but it's just that there's no oomph into their offense or defense. And for whatever reason, I would assume it's probably discipline. They're just not disciplined enough because they've had issues with penalties as well. I believe they're in the top 5 in penalties this year as well. So with all the money that they spent, by far spend the most. I think they were either 2nd or 3rd this season in spending in free agency. The guys they brought in here are helping out, but for whatever reason, something's not connecting. Brian Branch is, of course, going to be a guy that we're going to have to watch out for on the deep end of the ball there. Of course, obviously, we're going to throw the short middle game for us, which is very helpful. Another reason why I think that they're not doing so well is this guy right here, Aiden Hutchinson. He's out for the next 6 weeks because of dislocated ankle. This is, I believe, stemmed back, 3 weeks ago, where he was not able to play. And that's been very crucial for them, especially in their running defense. He's the guy, remember, back in week 1, he was all over us. Matter of fact, even before that, the last time we played against them, he was all over us and really stopping Swift and running up the middle, even running on the outside there, where to the point there we had to throw the ball to Swift to get things going. And it wasn't really until the second quarter, or really to the second half, probably I would say late in the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th quarter, when things started to loosen up and we were able to run the ball. Khalil Mack, of course, a guy that we were trying to bring back to the fold here in Chicago. Of course, he spent his time most recently with the Chargers and now with Detroit. I believe he might be thinking otherwise here, as he's kind of thinking maybe I should have signed with my old team because they're in a good position right now. He definitely would have been a starter here for us, even for a 1-year rental. So you see Aiden Hutchinson, he's going to be out, like I said, for 6 weeks for that dislocated ankle. And of course, we're going to do our best to take advantage of that and kind of run to that side of the ball there as much as we possibly can. So Cameron Kelly is our defensive coordinator there. He's talking about Jalen Johnson. Of course, Jalen Johnson has been another player that's been doing an excellent job this season. He's been doing a great job. They're just lurking around the secondary, getting interceptions, playing great man-to-man football. Even his zone is starting to become better for his play here. And there you see the coaches talking about some scenarios that we could possibly work on for him to kind of get him his upgrade. As I believe he's going to got a chance to get a dev upgrade here if we happen to, achieve some of the goals that we have in store for him in today's game. So we'll see what we can do. As you see Jalen Johnson, we got to get 2 or more deflected passes and 1 interception to get a dev trait upgrade. We'll see if we can do that. I think lately here most recently he's been getting quite a lot of obviously deflections, but even interceptions as well. I think it seemed like he's been getting an interception almost every game now. So we'll kick off here of course we defer to go get the ball at the second half, and Jared Goff and the Lions will take off first here, as we'll see them out here on offense for the first time. 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 2,340 yards for Jared Goff. We'll see how they will fare here in this one. As Jared Goff hands off to Gibbs, says he'll get run this one there, and that's going to be brought down. Or actually, excuse me, that's Montgomery on that play, as that's going to be a nice carry there to start off. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on their own 32-yard line. Man in motion, hands off to Gibbs, says he'll get this one there, and he'll get a few yards there. We'll see what they'll try to do here now. They'll try to see if they can convert here on this 3rd down. Ball on the 33-yard line, hand off to Gibbs again. He's going to get stopped, and he's going to be well short there. And so he'll just say a few inches there on that carry, as Edmonds, who's been playing very well as he's been here this season, definitely one of the lightning rods in our defense, stepping up and making that nice stop. So they'll be forced to punt. As we'll see Caleb Williams, and he's having another MVP type season here. Of course, last year was our Super Bowl MVP, if I'm not mistaken, and also was our rookie MVP as well, Rookie of the Year. So we'll see what he can do here as he hands this one off to Johnson, who's going to run this one to the left-hand side. And there you see his numbers last week: 28 carries, 113 yards, and several touchdowns. We'll see now a 3rd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 33-yard line. Williams here drops back, and he is going to throw this one there to Johnson, and Johnson had it but cannot hold on to it, as that ball is going to be incomplete, and we'll see the ending of our first drive in today's game. As we see Gibbs comes out here, he's of course one among the leaders there in rushing yards here. We'll see what he can do here in the second drive. Golf here up the middle there. That's going to be thrown, as Williams had it right on his numbers, but could not catch that. We'll see now 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 39-yard line. And, of course, they're going to do their best to mix it up here. If we learned anything from last time, or at least what they've learned anything from last time, is that's the only way they're going to get up the field here, is they got to kind of mix it up and even get Gibbs involved in the passing game. We'll see now 3rd and 4 coming up here, and like I mentioned right there, they're going to get him involved as he does get a nice catch there. That's going to be a first down. The Lions moving the chains here. We're just about a week away from Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure who they're playing in their annual Thanksgiving game, but Bears. Usually it's the Bears, but for whatever reason, the schedule here in this one, it has them playing the week before Thanksgiving. As we see Gibbs there gets a nice little scamper there for a few yards. There you see his numbers last week. As, of course, like I said, try to get a win over the 49ers, but come up short. We'll see now 2nd and 2. Pass thrown over there. That's going to be her reception, and this was going to be a first touchdown today. And that's going to be Almond St. Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. As they're on the board here first to start off in this one here. Nice toss over there to the from the quarterback, Jared Goff, throwing to one of his prime targets. As St. Brown finds his way into the end zone. And the Lions put up 6 on the board here. 5 plays, 61 yards, taking about almost 2 minutes off that clock. And it's now a 7-0 lead here for Detroit. As we'll come back out here, and there you see projected award winners right now. And there you see Caleb Williams, number 1 right now. Joe Burrow, of course, Josh Allen there for the Bills there in the top 3. Johnson makes a nice carry there as he gets a nice 12-yard run. That's going to be a first down, move of the chain. So Bears looking to determine to get something going here as they see their counterparts here now scoring on their second drive. We'll see if we can do the same thing as DJ Moore gets a nice catch up the middle there, and that's going to be another just short of the first down. A nice 9-yard reception. We'll see a play action here from Williams. Williams tosses this one there. That one gets broken up as it was intended there for Johnson. As Khalil Mack right on there, making the Mack attack there on that play. We'll see now 3rd and 1. Ball on the 45-yard line. Hand off, and Johnson's going to run this one up the middle there. He's going to get just enough there to get the first down. Nice job there of getting away from that, getting himself in position there for that first down. We'll see now 1st and 10, play action. Williams here throws this one up there. That's going to be tipped away. As that's a great job there for the defense, putting their hands up, making a stop. We'll see what we can do now here on this 3rd down, see if we can convert. as we're on our own 44-yard line, or I should say on their 44-yard line. Pass there is going to be completed. Nice job there from Roman Dunze, who's having a great year as well. By far won the best wide receiver last year for his rookie year, and now he's about to try to do the same here. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 after that big play. We'll see here they're going to throw to Cole. Cole's going to get the catch, and he's going to get that one at the at the 12-yard line. That's going to be now a 2nd and 2 coming up here as they're making a threat for the end zone. We'll see if we can finish this play, just drive off with this play. As we see Johnson now gets a carry, and he'll get enough there to get a new set of downs for Williams in the offense, putting them at the 9-yard line. So less than 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Handoff to Johnson. Johnson here trying to break off a tackle as Joseph there makes the tackle there. And they're going to be made up at the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up here. And I think they're going to try to get this one through the air game. Williams here drops back here. And Williams gets taken down there by Bush. Devin Bush. Nice play there for him as he's able to find the quarterback. The Sam linebacker finds his way in there and makes a nice stop. They're going to, of course, force the Bears to go for 3 here, as they'll put a crooked number up on the board here. Not the number they were looking for, but nonetheless, they'll take the points here as they'll get 3, making it now 7-3. So Detroit taking a good job here, taking a really good job of demanding a force a turnover there, or not a turnover, I should say, force them to just settle 3 points. As we'll see a nice catch there from Williams as he was wide open. Nobody was covering him at all. I don't know whose assignment that was over there, but they definitely are going to get good talking to there on the sideline. We'll see now. Lions here take advantage of it here. They're going to go on 1st and 10. Pass there to Jibbs. Jibbs going to get stopped right there at the line of scrimmage as he'll get no gain on that play. Jared Goff asking why that was the case. Ball now at the 25-yard line here. Goff here drops back in the pocket, looks to his right-hand side, finds the receiver. He's going to throw that one. That's going to be a good catch there to Dunleavy, as he is going to get this one. Dunleavy there gets it, and that's going to be it for the quarter. As they in the quarter, taking the lead here now, 7-3 here in Detroit, as they got a packed house here at Ford Field, taking on one of their division rivals, the Bears, in this matchup here today, especially of all things on Sunday Night Football. So, of course, we've seen a lot of primetime games here as of late, especially a lot of Sunday night games, as Baker's able to bring down Jared Goff on that sack. Nice play there, a loss of 9 on that one. Good job as the defense, or the offensive line there, just could not handle the pressure. So good job there pushing them back here. Now we'll see a 2nd and 19 coming up. Again, hands off to Jibbs. Jibbs going to get that yardage back and try to get a little bit more, as they'll get taken there at the 6-yard line for the 1st down, or for the 3rd and 4 coming up here, I should say. 10 minutes left here in the quarter, as we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be a reception at the 1, as that's going to be St. Brown again, and he'll be stopped just short of getting in the end zone. So now the defense have to really step up here, make a play. We've got to make some kind of change here. Now you see Jibbs finds his way in there as he gets around the defender, and he's going to get up the middle. Touchdown, the Lions. As that's going to be another one there for them. As you take a look here, and Jibbs just dives right in there. Finds his way around that defensive lineman. And 7 plays, 73 yards. They take the lead now, 14-3. So Caleb Williams and them will have to come out here for the 3rd drive. First drive of the 2nd quarter. Williams here throws this one up the middle there to Scott, and he'll get this one there as he'll get another nice catch. And Scott, of course, been a great player there, especially on these short and especially 3rd downs. He's been really very reliable for us, and we're seeing him get more reps in practice as well as getting more touches here in games. We'll see now 1st and 10. Williams here throws this one out there to his left-hand side, throws to his fellow teammate there, Dunze, and that's going to be caught there, but Dunze cannot get up the field. He will get positive yardage there. He'll get a gain of 7. We'll jump down to a 3rd and 3 coming up here for Williams, and he'll drop back again. Fires this one off there. That's going to go to Elijah Moore as he'll cross the 50, as he'll be at the 41-yard line of the Lions, and that's another huge 1st down here for the Bears. as they are moving along here. Bears really down here. They know they're down by 11. They got to turn things up. See a quick pass there. That's going to be thrown there. This time to DJ Moore as he gets his catch. Stop there from Bush, as that will be some positive yardage there for them. We'll see if they can keep this one going, as we'll see now a second and 3 coming up. Ball the 34-yard line. Williams here scrambles off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here. Throws that one up there, and Cole Clement is going to get the catch as he absorbs a hit. Nice stop there from Arnold, but not enough to get him to drop the football there, as Cole Clement, of course, best hands in the NFL. He's going to get that one for a first down. So now 1st and 10 here, or should say the Bears. Throw this one there to DJ Moore. Moore's trying his best to get those extra yardage, and he'll get a few there, they'll say, as there'll be a 2nd and 5 coming up. 6:03 left here in the second quarter. Bears to try to go here, and last time they were denied a touchdown. They had to deal with a field goal. As you see a pass here thrown. That's going to be caught and thrown. Nice catch and nice dive from Cole Clement, as Cole Clement gets the touchdown. Former Notre Dame player now gets his 7th touchdown of the season, as he is going to Superman dive for that one there. Nice play there. Comes down with it and finishes off right here. As now it's going to be a 14-10 ball game. 9 plays, 77 yards, and almost taking 3.5 minutes on that drive. That's what you like to see right there. That's a nice, solid drive for the Bears. Lions get the ball back here on their own 31-yard line, taking the lead now by 4. As they'll give this one to Gibbs. Gibbs will run this one here, and he's just making a blazing trail there. And almost took that one for a ride there for the Bears defense as he maneuvers around there. Gets himself a nice first down. We'll see if they go back to him here, and so we'll see the ball in the 44, and they will. As they are going to go this one here, and he's got a hot hand as he gets to the 48-yard line. That's going to put him at a 2nd and 2 coming up, as we'll now jump to a 3rd and 2. Less than 5 minutes left here in the ball game. We'll see a handoff from to Gibbs as he'll get this one there. He's got 8 carries, 52 yards, and of course a rushing touchdown underneath his belt here today. Like they're really trying to do their best to feed him. As they'll hand off again there, and he's going to get stopped by Baker, as Baker's able to jump the line, get there quickly and really stop him from getting any kind of positive yardage. 2nd and 10 coming up as the ball's on the 44-yard line of the Bears. And Gibbs again gets his number called as he'll get stopped there, and he'll get a gain only a yard on that play. It's Gordon and a couple of Bears there will make the stop. So now we got to really play very well here on this 3rd down. 3rd and 9 coming up here. A nice block play, and that's going to be Edmonds there against the shoestring tackle at the 40-yard line. And we'll see what the Lions will do here as the Lions decide to go ahead and punt the football. As we'll see the rushing numbers here right now. And of course, there you see our guy there, Johnson, a little over 900 yards on the ground here. And trying to make it to 1,000 yards here with, he could possibly get to that here today if he has another 100-yard day. So after a successful, decent first down, we'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and 2. Homer has the football here, running this one there, and he's going to get down to the 46-yard line. Former Miami University, the U halfback here, making a nice go here today. We'll get to a 1st and 10 with just 2 minutes left. Williams here drops back in the pocket, looks here, fires. That's almost taken away as that almost went the other direction. As I believe that was Bush there trying to make this interception. Williams gets smacked down hard, and that's an incomplete pass as Davis there makes the hit. So now 3rd and 10 coming up here for Williams as he's having a pretty not the greatest day here, but he's not a bad day. Throw there, that was intended there for Cole Clement, and that was just a great tip away from the defense. As Cole's asking for a flag there, and Campbell says, "No, bro, that was clean." So now they're going to go for here on 4th and 10 with just with a $1:48. Williams here throws this one up there. That's going to go on the legs of Cole Clement, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. As Cole Clement could not get that one. Of course, that was just a bad toss from our QB as he was on the run there trying to throw that one and threw it off balance. So now the Lions will get excellent field position here now after the turnover on downs. as they'll have a pretty decent side of the field here to eat up and try to get down the field, and especially can run away with the lead here. As we see a screen pass being made. Oh no, come on. Gibbs takes this one down the sideline here. He is finally going to get wrapped up at the 14 by Gordon. And the defense asking what happened there, who blew that. So now a minute left here in the first half. We'll see a drop back here from Jared Goff. Goff throws a screen pass there, finds Gibbs out of the backfield there, and that's going to be enough there to get 3 on the play as Brister makes the tackle. Now ball on the 11-yard line here. 2nd and 7. Goff here drops back, throws this one there, and now nice job there from the tight end getting the catch. As that's Laporta, as he's inside the 5 on that throw. As Billings now has come off the field here, grabbing his wrist. Hopefully it's not too serious. As now Pickens will come in now to take over for a bit. Goff now drops back, and oh, look at that play right there. Wide open throw there to Williams as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown for Jamison Williams. And the Lions now here have a pretty good lead going into the half here. It's 21-10. Who would imagine that? And I think they're getting motivated from last time we met up back in week 1. 4 plays, 47 yards on that drive. Nice drive there for them. Of course, we helped them out by giving them that short field there. So hopefully we can learn something from that. As we'll see now, the ball at the 25-yard line, and that pass is going to be incomplete. As that was a good stop there from the defense, getting right in front of there of the defender, or right in front of the quarterback there. Now we'll see a drop back here. Williams here gets hit again as he throws. That's going to be another incomplete pass as Campbell company make another good pressure there in the pocket. So now 3rd and 10 coming up here with now 37 seconds left here. Williams here scrambles off to the right-hand side. He's looking for our tight end again, Cole Clement. And there you see a nice play as they run that play now, I think now for the 4th time here. And this time successful, as it's going to be a 1st down. And a timeout now being called by the Bears. As Bears now have the ball at the 35-yard line. They're going to really try to see if they can try to push this here. We'll see here now, 1st and 10. Williams here drops back here deep in the pocket there, and he's going to get hit as he throws. As Brian Branch there makes the hit on the quarterback. And now they're bringing down more pressure here as they get another, this time a sack. Nice job there. I believe that was McNeil on the tackle. So now with 20 seconds left here, 3rd and 18. Oh, good God, jeez. Another rushing attempt there as they again bringing in the heat here on the QB. Really trying to make us unstable there on the line. Williams here drops back in the pocket here, looks, fires this one up. He's going to throw that one to Cole Clement. Cole Clement going to get out of bounds at the 13, and they cannot get back on the line there as they have no more timeouts now here in the first half, and that is not where they want to be at right now. 21-10 as we go into the second half of the ball game here. Lions have been playing good football here. Of course, we've taken some shots down the field here, especially on that 4th down, and came up short. And that's what cost us now, giving up a good field position there. And, of course, letting them get down the field there with a lot of help from that drive there coming from Gibbs. We'll see if we can turn things around as we go into the second half of today's game and clean up some issues that we've been having here. As we take a look here at some games right now that have kind of finished up, Carolina Panthers now won this one 21-13. They are now 6-6 for the season as Baker Mayfield, who we'll see in a couple weeks, lose that one as well. They have not been, Buccaneers have not been, they've been really, really bad this year. And it's, again, almost kind of similar to how the Lions have played. They did sign quite a few, some decent guys during the off season, but for whatever reason, just things are not, those players are not really. I should say the team as a general just not been playing very well, and not been really united in a lot of the games there they've played. Bears come back out here in the second half here, and they're going flying here. They'll see another connection there. Cole Clement up open up again there. Nice play there. As again they run that. I think that's now the 6th time now we've run that play here. And it's a cheesy play, but nonetheless it gets things done if it's ran correctly. As we'll see, Everett now makes the catch there, and he's going to be stopped at the 15-yard line. So far this drive has been opened up very well for us. Williams now scrambling off here. He's looking down the field here. He's finding the zone, in the zone, and in the end zone is Khalil Mack as he gets his 2nd receiving touchdown of the day. That's touchdown number 8 here for him. As now we got ourselves back in this ball game here. It's going to be a 21-17 ball game here as the Lions defense is probably scratching their heads like, how in the hell did they get upfield so quickly here? We've had control of them here pretty much the majority of the first latter of the first half. And now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here, and Khalil Mack's going to get the catch as he's in there. Nice 2-point conversion there. Makes it now a 3-point ball game. It's 21-18 here at Ford Field as the Bears are starting to roar back here and come back in this ball game here. Nice throw. And good job there on the line that time. I don't know what was said, but I'm sure Williams and a lot of the offensive leadership there have been really boisterous during halftime. And, of course, defense, they got to step up too. There's all equal blame for them as well, as they're not doing a good job of keeping Williams and Gibbs in check, as they give up some big plays there, especially that open pass there. He was wide open there in the end zone. I don't know why nobody was covering him there. We're playing zone there. Somebody should have been in that zone, but they were not. Now we'll see Jalen Johnson. He's going to get an interception. Can he take this back for a pick 6? No, he cannot, but he's going to get a nice interception. That's what we need there for him to help him out with his dev upgrade here, as that's a nice interception for him. That's going to be his 6th of the season. And the Bears now coming alive here. This defense finally waking up. This is what we've been seeing all season long. They've been very aggressive and just sniping like crazy, especially Jalen Johnson. And now he got us good field position now here. We'll see if we can take advantage of it here and get back the lead, or get the lead back get the lead for the first time here. And see a quick pass there. That's tossed and thrown there to Roman Dunze. He's going to find himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. As now it's a 24-21, or soon to be 25-21 ball game. As the big dog, Roman Dunze, gets that catch, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. Nice job getting 2 feet in, of course, making sure he's got himself in bounds. 1 play, 3 yards, only taking 2 seconds off the clock there. Nice job there. As now we've taken the lead here. Now a 4-point lead here for Chicago. We'll see if we can add on to that here. And so we'll see a 1st and 10 here for the Lions. As Goff here drops back in the pocket, looks up the middle there. That's going to be thrown, and that is going to be caught. As that's another 1st down, as Gibbs comes out of the backfield there on that catch. 1st and 10 here for the Lions as they're moving down the ball their own 44. So now 1st and 10, and we'll see a handoff here to Gibbs. Gibbs going to be getting that one there as Edmonds here makes the tackle. Gain of a yard on the play. We'll see what they can do here now. It's 2nd down. We'll see if they'll change it up or they'll keep it with Gibbs here. As we'll see, it'll be a play action. And we'll see a toss there being thrown. A nice catch as they're able to find, I believe that is Williams there on the catch. Nice job there getting the catch. Jalen Johnson's like, man, I was right on him. Why could I not get that to that ball? So ball now on the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. And we'll see a play action here for Jared Goff. Goff throws this one there quickly. And he finds Williams again on the catch for another 1st down. If I'm correct, I don't think we've even... Well, no, we got to him at least once here in today's game with Jared Goff. But he's been getting great protection here from the line. And we got to really try to disturb that here, as he's just playing too well here. 3rd and 2 coming up. Ball on the 29-yard line. Handoff to Gibbs again. Gibbs going to go ahead and go forward there as he has to get the carry. He has to get another 1st down for the Lions. Moving the chains now at the 26. So now ball at the 26-yard line here. 1st and 10. Man in motion here for the Lions. That'll be Williams. Drop back. Jared Goff looks up, fires this one there. That's going to be thrown to Dimley. Dimley's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. As the Lions, or I should say St. Brown gets that touchdown there. It's going to be his second now? His second or third here. As he's finding his way into the end zone there. Nice catch there from him. As him and Goff are really starting to get things going. And now they have gotten themselves back in this ballgame here. Now taking the lead here slightly, 28-25. As we'll see here, just 5:40 left here in the third quarter. Caleb and the offense got to get something going here. They got to, of course, try to get back to the lead. But most importantly, the defense has to step up here and help out the offense. As now Williams here calling an audible there. He's reading something he's not comfortable with from the defense. Quick pass there. That's going to go to Roland Dudze. Dudze had a decent block there by, I don't know if he's seen that block there from the tight end from Cole Clement, but he should have followed up on that. I think he probably would have been down the field there and got closer to the end zone. As we'll see, Moore here gets a nice catch. And DJ Moore, the veteran, gets the catch there at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. Lions here. Defense having a little trouble as well, stopping the pass. And there you see a great catch there from Roman Dunze. Dunze going to finally get down, and he's going to get pushed out there near the 5-yard line. There you see the numbers for Caleb here, 20 of 34. Well over 300 yards for the day, and, of course, 3 touchdowns from him. Passing is looking very sharp here. That's really helpful as we'll see another pass there. That's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. As Elijah Moore gets his second receiving touchdown as a Bear here this season. And he'll find his way up the middle there. As both defenses really here lately in this early on this first, or I should say the second half of this third quarter has not been looking too good. As both defenses have been allowed the opposition to go up the field. Jared Goff there. 16 of 19, 237, 3 touchdowns for him. Defense, you got to put a stop to this. As we'll see a handoff there to Gibbs, and of course Gibbs doing a great job here taking that pressure off of Goff, and allow him to be able to read the defense a little bit more and figure out what plays they can run passing wise. As we'll see a screen pass there, that's going to be met there, and that's going to be a nice catch, but Bird and company will make the stop there just a yard short of the first down. It'll be a 4th and 1. They'll elect to go and punt. Bears will get the ball back on their own 30-yard line. It's 32-28. Williams here drops back in the pocket, looks up, and that's going to be a deep ball there to Cole Clement as Cole Dog there gets another one. As he'll get another first down here for the Bears as they'll move it down to the 36-yard line of the Lions. Getting close to 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, handoff to Johnson as we go back to the run here. And I'm assuming that they're just maybe Caleb's getting a little too pass happy, so they want to kind of make sure they change things up and not let the defense, just assume that we're going to keep passing here. So we'll see a quick pass there, the backfield there. Johnson trying to go upfield to get the catch, but he's going to get shoved back there, and he's going to lose a yard. It'll be a 3rd and 11 coming up as they are now on the Lions' 37-yard line. Trying to get down the field there on that play, but they were just not having it there for Williams. Or I should say for Johnson there. Now Williams here throws this one up there. That one gets tipped away. Whew, that was close. As Davis, the third, almost had that one. That would have been the second interception if he would have got that on Williams this year. 4th and 11 coming up. They're going to go for it here. They're going to challenge. This defense of the Lions. Drop back here. Throwing that ball, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. As our former teammate there. That's not as well. He was a former teammate with a couple of those guys there back in the day. But one-time Bear, now an evil Lion. Khalil Mack gets a hit there and stops us from converting there on the 4th down. And we'll see the ball there at the 37-yard line for the Lions. As we'll see now 1st and 10 here. Goff here has to throw it away as he is being hunted down there by Sweat and company there for that D-line coming after him. As we'll see now, 2nd and 10 coming up here for Jarrett. Let's hand this off to, of course, Gibbs there. Gibbs does a nice job there, spin off that first tackle, but then gets taken down there quickly on that second one there. Nice job there. 3rd and 6 coming up here. We got to, of course, stop him here to convert. Pass there, going to be thrown. It's going to be thrown to Gibbs, but he has bounced off his helmet. An incomplete pass, as you see Edmonds right there to make the tackle. And they'll be forced to punt. So they'll punt us inside our own 20. With just 10 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Williams here throws this one, and oh, look at this. If he's wide open, you might as well keep running this play as Sweat, or I should say, nice job there from Cole Clement making the throw, or making the catch there, and ends that one with a huge first down. That's the way to start to at least the end of the 3rd quarter and start the 4th quarter here. 32-28. It's still a close ball game here at Ford Field. Still anyone's game. We'll see what the Bears can do now here on this first drive to kick off the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 here, ball the 47. Williams here again drops back in the pocket. He is deep in his own pocket. Finds Homer. Homer gets the no, he did not. He did not hold on to that ball. As I believe Douglas now is going to come off the field. He's our rookie wide receiver. Got him back, I believe, in the 4th or 5th round. As we'll see a incomplete pass there as they were coming up right upon Williams, Jones, and company there on that tackle. We'll see now 3rd and 10 pass there. That's going to be Everett, the tight end. 2nd string tight end comes in, makes an awesome catch there, and that's going to be another first down here for the Bears. Puts him at the 17-yard line. A nice job there of converting there on that play. We'll see what Williams and the offense will have in store now here, as they, of course, have a little slight lead here. Pass there going to be completed, and that is going to be Roman Dunza. As you see there, 6 receptions, 109 yards, and a touchdown for him. As, of course, he has right now 13 touchdowns for the season, leading the team here in touchdown receptions. And I believe he is either 2nd or 3rd in the NFL with touchdown receptions. Cooper Kupp, of course, leading that. Pass there almost was taken away there, as that one almost went the other way by Campbell. We'll see. Thank goodness he did not have the hands that time. As we'll see now, 2nd and goal coming up. Ball plays at the 4-yard line. We'll see if they'll run this one. Looks like it's going to be another pass, and this pass is going to be completed as Roma Dunze gets hit hard and is able to hold on to the football there. Touchdown, Chicago, as Rome finds his way into the end zone again. His 14th of the season, his 2nd of the day. And the Bears now tack on to another 6 points now here. Extend this lead, and it's going to be now a 39-28 ball game. So an 11-point game for us. Let's see if we can hold on to this and try to see if we can ride out and play good defense here for the next 9 minutes and 25 seconds. Get this ball back here quickly so we can have control of the ball. As we see a nice job there from Baker breaking that up as that was going to Laporta, as he could not hold on to it. Or excuse me, that was not Laporta, that was his backup. Ball on the 29-yard line. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Lions as Dexter is going to bring down Jared Goff. Nice hit there. And Jared Goff is, he's looking like he's a little woozy there from that hit. As he is, he's limping there a little bit there. So now 3rd and 18 coming up, as we'll see a drop back here. Pass, this one's going to be high and deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Brister. Brister's going to try to take this one back here, as that's going to be his 3rd interception of the season. Nice job there from Brister. Great job there picking that one right out of the air and giving now the ball back here to us. As that's now going to help us out now as we can try to chew on this game clock now, as that ball came out a little funny from Jared Goff there. I don't know what the deal is. I think he's hurt, but not really letting nobody know. But I think everybody in the stadium knew how that ball came about. That came a little short. This game so far, leading up to this point in the game here, he's been throwing the ball very well. I'm sure that he'll have to be looked at the sidelines there. 1st and 10. Hand off to Johnson. And Johnson, oh, nice job there. Like a little step move, little shimmy move there, and he'll get himself there just at the 28. Second and short here coming up, as there's less than 8 minutes left here in the ball game. Hand off to Homer. Homer's going to run this one there, and he's going to get stopped at the 22. Gets the first down, and a new set of downs here for the Bears. As Williams here under center. 39 to 28. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson running this one up the middle there, and they're going to finally grab him. As that'll be Campbell on that tackle. Just short of the first down. There'll be a second and short coming up again. Off the Lions 12-yard line. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson getting a good block. Trying to break that tackle there, but he's going to get wrapped up. But it's going to be enough that he is going to get the first down. Put him at the 10-yard line. So now first and goal coming up here. As of course we're just trying our best to chew on this clock as much as we possibly can. I think we just chewed on it a little too soon. As that is going to be a penalty there on the offense. As that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And it'll be a first and goal, ball on the 15. So instead of being on the 10-yard line, we're on the 15-yard line. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson, oh, nice job there. Seeing the defender, cuts back. And he's going to get himself there to the 2-yard line. Now over 1,000 yards now for the day, or for the season now here, I should say. 16 touchdowns there. Now, congratulations there to Johnson. Definitely did a great job here stepping up here. I was not expecting him to be a 1,000-yard rusher, but he's done a great job here. As Homer just short there, the first, or getting in the end zone there. They're going to pull him right there and stop him at the 1-yard line. Third and goal coming up here. Ball the 1-yard line here. Handoff there to Homer. Homer's going to run this one, and he's going to get in the end zone. They're going to say it's a touchdown. As he had the ball across the plane, Travis Homer finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, number 3 there for him this season. As this is going to be his first of the day. Nice job. Fortunately, we have not gotten Johnson into the end zone there, and he is just short of 100 yards right now. I think he's around 85, 86 yards right now. So, got to try to get him in the end zone as well as, of course, get him 100 yards for the day here today. As it's 46-28, Chicago takes the lead. 4:19 left here in the ball game, and we'll see what the Lions can do. Try to make a play here as be successful on this one, and that'll be a nice first down there for the Lions. Of course, we've been making some good plays against them defensively, as well as for the most part here, doing a good job here lately is making some good stops. Of course, Jared Goff's still out here. Like I said, he was coming up the field there a little woozy when Dexter got a hold of him. Oh, Dexter again drills him, but this time it's going to be an incomplete pass. As Dexter came in like a lightning strike on Goff, and now Goff is fired up. He wants to go for here on 4th and 10, as they are. And we'll see a drop back here. Oh my goodness, jeez! This time, Dexter puts not just the lightning, but the thunder on him. And Jared Goff is going to have to come out off the field there. That's going to be a turnover on downs for him. I think that might be it for Jared Goff here. As we'll see a handoff there to Johnson. Johnson's going to run this one, as he'll get pushed out of bounds there at the 35. So now you know the Lions are really, really fired up here. Had their QB taken out here on their way of trying to get back in this ball game here. They're going to be, of course, now probably got their sights sighted on our QB here, so we got to be cautious of that. Ball now on the 33-yard line after a nice carry. 3rd and 4. Toss play there. That's going to go to Johnson. Johnson shrugging off that first tackle, but he's going to be short at the 30, as this is going to be a 4th and 2 coming up. We'll see what the Bears will try to do here, is they're going to go ahead and elect to go for here. Why not? They have nothing to lose here except for a turnover. They've already had 2 turnover on downs already in this game. Why not a 3rd one? 4th and 2 coming up here as they're trying to get maybe the 2-minute warning here. Hand off there to Johnson. Johnson trying to get to the marker, and he's going to get there. They're going to say he's got enough. And we're going to be at the 2-minute warning. So the 2-minute warning coming up here. We'll see if these Lions will start using their timeouts now. As we'll see here, ball the 27-yard line. Hand off. That's going to go to Johnson, and Johnson's going to run this one. And now we're just going to sit back and let this clock just melt away as much as we possibly can. Williams under center here. Of course, they're going to keep the ball on the ground. As Johnson runs this one on the outside there. Johnson spin move there. And he is going to find his way there to the first down marker, as he now has 90 yards now. He is now approached here. So he's just 10 yards away of getting the first down. And, of course, he's about 17 yards away from getting a touchdown here for the day. As he runs this one there, that's going to get him down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 1 coming up here. And that is pretty much all we can do there as we decide to call off the dogs here. And that was how it's going to end. It's going to end this one with a nice victory here against the Lions as we win this one 46-28. Nice win there, coming back from a deficit of 11 at half, and then came back and took over and did a great job there. Got to tip our hats there to the Lions. They played a hell of a game. But, even though we had some, misfortunes there on 4th downs, we were able to find our way back into this one here and take over. And that's why we proved to them why we're the dominant team here in the NFC North Division as we get that victory once again. As you see, 28 first down, 16 there for them. Rushing yards, 126 for us on 25 carries. For them, 16 carries, 75 yards and a touchdown. We've got 5 yards per carry. They had 4.7 yards a carry. 3rd down conversions, we were at 7 of 13. They were 4 of 12, or 4 of 10, I should say. For 4th down conversions, 2 of 4. They were 0 and 1. 2-point conversions, obviously, we got ours. As for turnovers, +2 for us, as we picked them off twice in the game. And, of course, penalty yards, 35 yards, no penalty yards for them. But for us, 1 penalty for 5 yards, which was that delay of game there. Did not mean to do that on purpose at all, but it happened. So, didn't really affect us too much. We were able to still move the ball. Caleb Williams, of course, there, 27, 46, 448. 5 touchdowns in the ball game with no interceptions there. I'm loving this. This is really looking really good for us. Reading the field very well. He did get sacked twice in the game there, but that's fine. No biggie. Jared Goff, 18 of 29, 261. Completed 62% of his passes. He had a better passing day than us, completion-wise. But 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions there for him. As he of course, had to come off the field there. We'll have to find out after the game here and see what happened to him. I believe he did get injured. Johnson, 19 carries for 90 yards for the day. 19 for 98. No touchdowns there for him. Gibbs, 15 of 68. A touchdown for him on the ground. Homer, 5 carries, 25 yards. A touchdown. Rush touchdown for him. That was the only rush touchdown we had on the ground there for the Bears. As for defense, receiving wise, 10 catches, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns for Cole Clement. Nice day there for him. Roman Dunze, 7 catches for 113, 2 touchdowns. It was really nice to see Cole open up in the game there for us, and really like seeing him have big numbers. St. Brown there for the Lions, 3 catches, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Could have swore he got 3 for the day, but I don't know. It's just a blur. And then, of course, Elijah Moore, 2 catches, 20 yards, a touchdown for him as well. Touchdown there. His 2nd touchdown, receiving touchdown of the season here with us as a Bear. Brister, your top defender, 10 tackles, interception from him. Also a forced fumble. Baker, another player that really did well today. 8 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. Johnson, 6 tackles, INT, and of course Dexter, 2 tackles, 2 big tackles, 2 TFLs, and 2 sacks on Jared Goff, which that last sack that he got him on forced him out of the game there. He had to go to look at the trainer. Trainer had to go take a look at him and get some x-rays on his shoulder, looked like. Because like I said, he came off woozy that first play there we got him. And then the second time we got a hold of him with a sack, it's like, ooh, that looks painful. That looks like that injury he gave him the first time around now is more inflamed. Defensively here, you see their numbers as well. Like I said, they did a good job their first half. They had me scared. I think like, oh, this might be it. This might be the game. This might be the trap game that a lot of teams try to avoid, and sometimes it just happens that you lose. But this one we got away with it. I don't know if we'll be lucky enough to do it again, but hopefully we are. Johnson, he's gonna get 2 skill points there for his day here. We're gonna put one in elusive back there, and it looks like we might put some in something else here. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some in the receiving back as well. I think that'd be nice. Get his hands better. As we'll probably need that more so in the postseason here. Curry, there you see he has got 2 skill points as well. He's our rookie center. He's been doing an excellent job there for us. As we'll see here, got some in pass protection, and then we'll go ahead and put some in agility, agile there. So nice job. And of course, Caleb Williams is going to get a nice skill point as well, helping us, of course, getting the win. And of course, we'll put that in scramble, as we can get his scrambling abilities going there for him as well. So, and of course, Roman Dunze is going to get some skill points as well, as he got 1 there. And of course, we put in playmaker, as he's a 96 overall. And of course, Cole Clement as well, vertical threat. He's going to get an upgrade there, and that put him at a 90 there in that category. Noah Sewell, we haven't seen too much of him. He's been kind of playing a backup role more so this year, but he does get some skill point. Gets a skill point as well, and we're gonna put him in that. I think here in the next week or two, we might end up actually put him in the lineup back up again there for us, because Baker is taking his spot there. But we'll have to definitely put Sewell back out there, because he did a great job for us as well. And then, of course, there you see Jalen Johnson. Of course, we did not meet the goal, again, the 2 deflections, but they're going to go ahead and give us the upgrade anyway, as he does get the X Factor development now. So that is going to be awesome. Jalen Johnson going to be a monster for us, or he has been a monster for us on that defensive side of things. Douglas, an abdominal tear. Ooh, he's going to be out for 3 weeks. Another bear going down. But that's not as bad as the fractured hip there for... we still have 9 more weeks for Swift. Even though you did see him in the video there, he was in one of the plays there. I don't understand why they have him in there for whatever reason. I might have to literally go to the playbook and actually find out where he's at and just start taking him out of it, play by play. But bad news for the Lions. It gets even worse, because now they don't have their QB. Broken collarbone, out for 7 weeks. He is done for the season. And Jared Goff is, pretty much done. And they'll have to see what they can do with their backup there. But as you take a look here, we are going to the link next episode as we go to Lincoln Financial in Philadelphia. Philadelphia right now 8-3 for themselves here, as they are 4-1 in the last 5 games. And so we'll see what we can do there against them. Jalen Hurts and company, that's a quarterback that I'm not looking forward to meeting up with, as he likes to run quite a bit in his in the offensive scheme there. So we have to figure out what we're going to be doing for him and make sure we can keep him in check as well. But that is it for this episode of the Chicago Bears franchise. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. But, again, thank you guys so much. Bears Nation, let's get ready as we head on the road to the Lincoln Financial Field. We're taking our 11-0 record on the road. Let's see if we can now hopefully come back home with another win, going at 12-0 after this game. we'll see how it all plays out. Also got some player upgrades as well there, and of course we got player focus that I'll of course do off the screen here. Eventually, some point here, we'll talk about some of the draft or scouting players that we're looking at. This draft class is not that entertaining too much, and of course we are wrapping up the series here after this, but we'll talk about where we're at that in the next episode of the Bears Bear Down podcast. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Again, stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.